you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me up
And
a
we're
hundred
back,
times, you
ladies and
push
gentlemen.
me
I got a
off like
special
a
video for you
phase.
today. Hit the like button, hit the red subscribe button, or black subscribe button. Now it used to be red. So this isn't necessarily, entertainment or whatever the case may be, but I wanted to cover this because I figured y'all would get a laugh out of this. Now, a lot of you who may not be on TikTok may not have seen this video, but this is another female in the gym embarrassing herself, making a fool out of herself. But well, let me just play the video and we'll react to it. So
This is how to not approach girls at the gym.
so she's working out and she's trying to catch this man staring at her.
Feral, like fucking feral. There's mirrors everywhere, so it's like you can easily catch people in an act. Oh, this is nothing. Okay, we're gonna move on to the 35 now. I want you to watch very carefully.
She's counting how many times he glances over there.
The 5 as £5. And these are the rates.
She says, I hesitate to grab my weight because of him standing directly in front of me. She tried to say it made me extremely uncomfortable. He's trying to help her put on the 35 pounders because people typically struggle when they're in this position, when the bar is not like lifted up on something. It's a struggle to get them things off the ground, and so he's trying to help her out.
You don't have to do that. It's okay. No, it's okay. I got it. Thank you, though.
She says he was only working out behind me to go up to me because I was at the squat rack all the way in the corner of the gym to avoid weirdos like this. She calls him a weirdo. Then she goes, what if I just ripped his pee-pee out of his socket so he could never reproduce again? This is why I don't want kids. Natural selection better take these weirdos out. He's going to jail for staring at an underage 21-year-old. What?
See what I mean? Alright, here we go. Let's go to the gym, girls. Let me go with some girlfriends. This is ridiculous. I gotta be careful. I gotta be fucking careful.
She says, adjusting my shorts because I think I am the problem and blaming myself because of the deep-rooted misogyny I was brought up with. This is a woman who has been raised to hate men. There is no misogyny, sweetheart. You're a misandrist. And you've shown it throughout this video.
What part of me working out by myself looks like I'm a fucking damsel in distress?
She says, what part of me working out by myself makes it look like I'm a damsel in distress? Because somebody offering you help means they think you're helpless and can't help you and can't.
I feel unsafe.
She says she feels unsafe. Ladies, there is absolutely an all-female gym. There is absolutely an all-female gym for you to go to, but you choose to go up into you choose to go into gyms where you know there's men going to be. You wear some of the most tightest, revealing clothes, and you're in there literally taking pictures, bending over, doing all type of extra stuff that you know is not necessary. And then you want to record people and try to have their lives ruined. You wanted to rip his dick off and stop him from reproducing. This is why you don't want kids, because you're afraid to have a male and you don't want to raise a creep. Man, it's something deep rootedly wrong. But anyway, so she comes out on Twitter and she's addressing the video. Now, mind you, she's taking the video down. Before she took the video down, she had removed all the comments. Now, TikTok, I don't know how many girls got to get roasted for this very same reason, for females to realize it is not cool to go into the gym and record people without their consent and then try to put them on blast. But anyway, let's see what she had to say. I figured, She had a lot of things to say, but I'm gonna read through the whole thing. So she goes, a lot of my content is lighthearted and humorous, but I want to start off by saying this is the most serious thing I have ever posted. First of all, I want to apologize sincerely to the man at the gym where this all started. He didn't do anything wrong to me, and I blew our interaction out of proportion. Was he looking at you? He probably did. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? You in there with them tight ass clothes on, doing, stretching all time. He probably was looking. He probably thought you looked good, and he just thought being nice. But whatever. I know many people think that I'm only apologizing because I got called out from the video I posted, and this is half right. If I wasn't called out for this video, I wouldn't have had the chance to learn from this mistake or even realize I had made a mistake to begin with. When I first posted the video, I felt I was completely in the right, and I felt I was making a good attempt to connect and relate to my female audience who may have dealt with uncomfortable situations at the gym. Let me tell you something. These uncomfortable situations y'all claim to have, you create on your own, and 9 times out of 10 is never anything nefarious. It's you seeking attention because you have the opportunity to go to a all-female gym. You have the opportunity to go when it's not busy or whatever the case may be. You have opportunities. There's no shortage of resources for women to use. There's plenty of female-only gyms, but you choose to go to the ones where you know the men is going to be at because you like the attention. Anyway, let's continue. And now, after reading literally thousands of comments about me, the situation, and the man in question, it truly opened my eyes to how damaging this could have been for him. Men and women deal with very different problems in the realm of the opposite sex, and after looking through the lens of an innocent man put in a situation like that, it honestly made me feel sick to my stomach with guilt. Don't know if she's sincere about that, but you're right. You could have ruined that man's life. You could have got, his wife could have divorced him, separated from his kids. If he has a wife, he could have got fired from his job. You don't know. And you just recording this man and all type of, man, come on, bro. Before writing this, I was posting whatever made me feel justified for the video, which was wrong on my part, and I am extremely immature for doing so and trying to make light of the situation that is a lot more serious and should be taken that way. I have suffered from spicification assault and spicification harassment prior to this situation, and in the past these events were extremely damaging to me. My problem is what women compartmentalize as spicification assault and harassment, you have to be very wary of, because my thing is, if you're so afraid of men and you really suffered from spicification harassment and and assault, shout out to the quarter for giving us that word, spicification. Why would you go to a place where you know there's going to be a bunch of men around? You would think that if a woman really suffered from spicification, harassment, and assault, she would completely avoid places where there's going to be an abundance of men. But no, you go to the gym wearing some of the thirstiest, I'm not saying that you can't wear it, that you shouldn't wear it. I'm just saying you're wearing some of the thirstiest wear in all of mankind, just doing the most. Anyway, let's continue. She said, okay, after speaking with friends that were honest with me, I was able to keep an eye open and understanding mind. It took literally thousands of people displaying their distaste for the way I acted for me to realize this in full effect. Because the man at the gym did nothing damaging to me, I still felt threatened in the situation. I reacted by trying to cope with it in probably the worst way possible. My past isn't an excuse or a justification for what I did, but it is something I want to personally and professionally address with a therapist in the future, because I don't want to and will never hurt anyone ever again in this way. The jokes I included in the TikTok were far from tasteful and funny. You literally called him a creep. You literally said you wanted to rip off his penis so he could never reproduce again. Those were not jokes. You meant every single word of that. I look back at the video now and cringe that it ever even got posted again because of the wake-up call given to me by mainly Joey Swole and his community. I think it's important to call people out on their mistakes, and in the words of Joey, help them do better. This is exactly what I plan to do with not just my content, but my life moving forward. Now, this is already becoming a lot to read, and honestly, I considered making a video to help convey my sincerity for what I am saying, but I also want to prove this isn't a publicity stunt. Fair enough. Or a way to farm clicks. So I feel like this is the best way to express what I'm doing to move forward. I applaud you for that. I applaud you for that. So I'm deciding to remove the videos off of all of my platforms because I don't want this misconception. Good job. Some people might think this is a way of me hiding the video or sweeping it under the rug, but the text isn't going anywhere. I agree with that. I don't, some people, yeah, whatever. I eventually decided that there's no real combination of words I could put together to gain the trust of my community and the people who are just discovering me in the worst way possible. With my 600K followers on TikTok and as an influencer, I hold a lot of responsibility to use my platform in a way that spreads love and happiness, which I did the exact opposite of that. I'm sorry to the men and the women who deal with or have dealt with false true allegations of spicification, assault, and harassment. I'll never get tired of saying that. And if I made their situations feel belittled by mom, I apologize to my fans who have supported me and have been supporting me through this. I messed up and I'm going to just own this mistake. I love making content and sharing my experiences with my community and people in general. I hope I'm able to show growth, not only in a few days and weeks, but months and years as I continue to be able to do what I love. This will be an ugly scar on my character for a long time until I can show that I am growing. I just hope people, okay, whatever, we get the point. All right, first of all, to her, you're young, you made a mistake. The problem is it's going to be hard to convince people that you truly have grown for this. Because what we saw in that video was not something that I believe that you can just go back on after a week of backlash. What you displayed in that video and that gym video was a deep-rooted hatred for men. That's just my personal opinion. That's what I observed. You literally said you wanted to rip his penis off. You called him a creep. And the dude tried to help you and you acted as though you was disgusted by his presence. He didn't stare at you. He did glance a few times. I ain't gonna hold you. He glanced a few times. And sometimes as a woman, you just gotta understand, like, bro, I look good. Men are gonna look. But he didn't stare at you long. He glanced a few times. Which, I'm going to be honest with you, when I'm in the gym, how y'all be coming up in there looking, bro, it's hard. I ain't going to hold you. It's hard. That's why I'm saying you have an all-female gym available to you. What I advise you do is surround yourself around more men, not in that way, more men so you can get an accurate depiction of how men behave and how men should carry themselves. Because what you displayed in that video was a genuine hatred for the male species. And if you're fine with that, that's cool. But date women and go to an all women's gym. Don't even associate with men. Don't ask us to help you with nothing. Don't ask us to pay no bills. Don't ask us to help you take out the trash. Don't call us when your internet goes out. Don't call us when your power go out. Make sure everything, if you genuinely hate men that much to you want to rip a man's penis off for glancing at you a couple times, then you should make sure everything you do in your life comes from an all-woman-centric whatever. Make sure the clothes that you wear are made by women. Make sure the food that you eat are hunted and grown by women or whatever the case may be. Make sure when your heat goes out, make sure the technician that comes to your house is a woman. When you're facing when you're going through a real crime, make sure that the cop that shows up to help you is a woman. All right. So, but anyway, also for those who are continuing to roast her, she's apologized. Whether or not you believe she means it is inconsequential. You can't ask women to take accountability, and when they do it, you want to continue to roast them, because at that point, if you're a woman looking at it, it's like, well, what's the point of taking accountability? It's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yes, they should take personal accountability for themselves, but also so that other people, not just women, can see them taking accountability. And so, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I will talk to y'all later.